Hi everyone, delonewolf here, welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I'm doing a bit of exploration. I decided to break out the Gila because I did feel like finding that exploration ship for Sancha sites that can also handle relic and data sites at the same time. I basically am looking for that all-in-one ship to use here in the Devoid region. And basically someone had already given me a feed for a Gila that they were using to do that, and it's based around this integrated analyzer, which of course gives you the ability to do both relic and data sites from a single mid slot, and that is pretty awesome. So that's why I've been taking out the Gila here, and I'm basically actually looking for a 4 out of 10. But here I find the first 3 out of 10, so I'll settle for that for a first test of the Gila with one less mid slot. It's only a medium shield extender that I took out, so I think we'll be alright. And should have flight time of 27 kilometers, so this should actually hit. That's a little bit weird, but there we go. Let's go. Fire on the next one. Let's approach the Black Ops squad leader here so that we can blow him up. Kill the rest, and then of course in the second room we are going to try. Oh, my drones already want to go after the commander. All right, we'll join in then. At the moment my shields are doing pretty well, hardly taking any damage. Decent application on the Black Ops squad leader here so far. Maybe a little bit of an afterburner just to get slightly closer when he blows up. Once his shields are gone, as you can see, these guys are pretty much paper thin. So we can now pick up our loot, if I can get that to work. There we go. And now we can start firing at the rest. It is a fully passive Gila, so it's definitely not something that's gonna active rep. That loot unfortunately is not a lot. And we can just orbit this baby at like 1000. Get this out and get to work on the rest. Oh, one of my hammerheads actually under decent attack from the enemy frigate, so we're gonna pull that one back. We're gonna use a couple more missiles on some more of these Black Ops guys. Look at that, even getting him. Let's grab a Valkyrie then, and let's go like that. Couple more. So not the smoothest run so far, but definitely pretty good on the tanking ability. My biggest question is basically, will this puppy be able to handle tanking the 4 out of 10? When you're in the second room, you've got all those cruisers and those frigates really driving towards you. It's a lot of DPS, and at a couple of 4 out of 10s I'd already felt like I was cutting it pretty close. When it comes to basically tanking all of that in the Gila, based just on buffer and some resist. So it's still gonna be pretty tricky, but I think overall it's only one medium shield extender that I lost here for the mid slot, so it should still perform pretty damn well. Let's move on to the second room. Hope that I can actually get lucky a little bit with the loot. That would be nice, because of course I'm doing exploration because I enjoy that. This is actually something that I've wanted to talk a little bit about as well, is when it comes to EVE Online and finding the right activity for you, the most important aspect should always be that you should try to enjoy what you're doing, much more than earning ISK or having the best efficiency or anything like that. I would, let's break out the Valkyries for this next round here. I really think that it's super important that you learn to enjoy what you're doing, that you find that gameplay, that game style that suits your purposes the most when it comes to having fun. And for me, exploration is definitely up there. I actually also enjoy mining. A lot of people may think that that's pretty strange, but I really do. It's pretty relaxed. It doesn't require all that much attention all the time. And again, they're going after my Valkyries like crazy here. So let's just take care of one of these heavy batteries, quickly recall them, because I do think the first ones will be coming in range of my missiles, and then we'll look for the loot pinata after that. But yeah, have fun, and that is one reason why I also want to have this this fully capable high-sec explorer here in domain that can handle both the combat sites and the relic and the data sites, because I enjoy that playstyle and I enjoy just flying my ship around space, exploring to see what's available around me, and then doing even sites that are not super efficient, that won't yield me the very best of ISK or anything like that. But yeah, just playing the game, enjoying the scenery, looking around at what's happening. I just hope that I didn't accidentally kill the commander, because then we'll have to go look for... No, there he is. There we go. He's being attacked right now, because then we would have had to go and look for his loot, which I didn't want to do. But a couple more missiles and I think we'll take him down. A bit more on the shields here, but still at 70%, so I think we'll be alright. There is the loot container that we'll want, and we can just let the drones do the rest of the work here. While, ooh, 121 million. Well, that's basically the cherry on top. You know, I'm sitting saying that the ISK shouldn't matter all that much. This is, of course, really nice. A find like this, a drop like this, can basically make your week when it comes to high-sec exploration, which is, of course, I admit it, also a big part as to why I enjoy exploration so much. Sometimes you get really lucky with your drops, and then you can feel pretty good about exploring the rest of the galaxy and even stopping for some of those not so good sites. Let's maybe also quickly grab the final signature here. I thought it was something really potentially small that doesn't matter too much. So let's try to go for that one. My drones are back as well. Let's clean up the 2 refuges too. Sometimes you can get lucky on an escalation. But yeah, this is something that that I do think is really... What the hell? Not spotting that too well. Really important. Make sure that what you do in EVE Online, that you actually enjoy doing that. And don't stare your ISK efficiency or all of that. Don't stare too much on that, but make sure that fun is still at the center of what you're doing in EVE Online. That's not always easy, especially for people like myself that tend to prefer to play solo. EVE Online is definitely an MMO and a PvP heavy MMO where more people tends to be more power, and that of course winning... Oh, it's actually another command, really? What the hell? Alright, we'll try to grab that quickly as well. Gonna be a good second test, see if I can do it a bit more efficiently. Let's head over to the second command relay. Another 3 out of 10 here. Recall my drones. Okay, I thought it would be something like maybe a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10. One of those very easy to scans, because the resolution of the sphere around the signal was much smaller than anything else there. So really weird one, but a second 3 out of 10 right in a row. Pretty damn good. Awesome system, honestly, to do this exploration in, and this is part of, for me, of what's really fun. You never know what you're going to find, and sometimes it's true, you're doing this is probably the 10th or the 12th system that I'm scanning thereabouts, and I found almost nothing. You can see here a couple of data and relic sites for a little bit of loot. Really pretty damn terrible. But then you can come across the right system where there are several signatures for you to go after that will actually get you the right combat sites. Maybe you can get some good drops in a data site as well. Some of those decryptors can sometimes be pretty useful. Let's take some infiltrators for this one. And then, you know, there we go. Having lots of fun, earning some ISK, and just enjoying flying around in my spaceship, which in the end, it's really all about in EVE Online. So let's see if we can take care of these guys. I would rather have my drones take care of the sentry guns, and then hopefully I can sometimes one-shot these guys, but nope, it's just not happening. In the second room I was really one-shotting pretty decently, but here in this one so far, and oh my god, they're really going after my drones quite heavily. Need to think of something. Return to the drone bay, you, and keep going after 2 volleys. Approach the squad commander. It's probably him that's doing all that damage, because the regular ones aren't supposed to. Actually want to wait for him a little bit. Let's go after you next. Let's get a Vespa out. You know, a big advantage of... oops, let's get the drones on him. A big advantage of the Gila is you can get, of course, a full set of medium drones, which are all really buffed and very powerful, which is quite awesome. You can keep switching them out as these filthy Sasha bastards are going after my second infiltrator as well. So, holy hell. Today is not a good day to be a drone, but it's apparently a pretty good day to be an explorer, as we approach very closely this squad leader. And again, not a one-shot, so close to it. Come on, guys. Nab him. I'll use some missiles as well. They're having some trouble tracking him apparently. So we'll go like that. Zoom out a bit so I can grab the loot, which again is not much. And we'll just kill off the rest here. And hope that the loot pinata in the second room gives me something better. So you can go and... Understood, 12 kilometers. He gets shot. Return to drone bay and second room. So again, not very efficient and not a good day for my drones. They have brought both my hammerheads in armor, both my infiltrators, well, not my salvage drones, but one of my Valkyries as well. And then the Vespas are still neat and clean, so we'll use them in the second room. Let's see if they go after them once again. You could use some E-War, right? If you really don't want this problem, you could use some E-War on these rats. But of course, that would basically mean giving up my mid slot, which I'm using now for the integrated analyzer. So it's really not an option in this current fit. So let's see if I can get the Vespas to work out. I need to get a little bit closer to use my missiles, and then we can hope for a better drop again. I think 27 kilometers. Okay, pretty good tracking on the first one here. Still hasn't drawn too much attention. That's really not bad. Alright, let's go after the next one. Man, look at that. Vespa 2s doing work. Blop, blop, blop. And I'm not even close. Now, they again don't like it because they are really starting to fire pretty heavily on them, probably including the commander. So let's afterburn and let's try to focus this guy down, because I do think he'll be... Holy... Well, Vespas, huge damage boost here all of a sudden. Maybe they're really lucky with the tracking, or they just have the right damage type, and I should have been using them more, but holy crap. That one is getting pretty low. Gotta help him. Use the missiles as well. Return to drone bay and get me my loot, please. And yeah, there we go. That's not as good a drop, of course, but it's still another faction item. See if I can sell that maybe for a bit of profit. And a couple more 3 out of 10s done without too much trouble. Very nice. Let's finish this off here. Go missiles. And again, straight after the Vespa. Still firing at that one, which of course means that they're leaving me alone. But you do have to micromanage things just a little bit more. And there we go. Send this Black Ops commander. Whoops, that's probably my brother. To see if we can play some Stellaris together, which we'll do right after this, of course. And there we go, another 3 out of 10 done. Really a lot of luck in the first drops right there. But this is something that I'm doing at the moment as well, of course. One of the preferred playstyles that I'm enjoying in EVE Online. It's exploration in high-sec for combat, and this Gila seems to work out quite well. If you want to know more about the fit, 2 medium core defense purgers, 1 warhead qualification catalyst for DPS of the rapid light missile launchers. Then of course probe launchers and sister probes. Here we have large shielded extender, EM ward amplifier, adaptive invulnerability, 2 of those, afterburner, and then the integrated analyzer to be able to handle all sites that I find in high-sec, a couple of drone damage amplifiers, and a damage control. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm heading home, very happy with this small session. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.